Welcome back to another video, guys. In this video we are back on the TZR 125 4FL. Alright, so I'm going to show you a video or a clip of what we've done so far, a bit of a recap. It has been a while since we've been on works on the TZR, so give you a recap and show you a few bits and parts of what we've got to go on the bike. We've also got some new forks. They need fit seals, so the forks came with seals. They're reused forks because I don't think you can get them brand new anymore. But we're going to get the bike back together and then decide what we're doing with the forks. So we are back on the TZR build now. We're going to try and get some regular updates. Just going to try and get it done, get it finished. And that's a little series of the TZR completed then. But if you are watching the series and you know that the last video got 17 views, so it's not incredible. Sort of, you sometimes start thinking why I put any effort into creating these videos and they're just not doing very well. But like I said, we're getting this TZR done, finished. You may see from the last video, or I might post the video after this video. I'm not sure right now of my new setup. So let's show you what's going on. Let's show you the recap. So this is just a recap so far of what we've done. We've painted and rebuilt the engine. Done a top end rebuild on that. She looks pretty good. The lighting in here is terrible. We've done the wheels. We've done the brake rebuild. Full rebuild apart from pistons. So we sprayed them. New pads, everything. Sorry guys, I mean the lighting in here is terrible. The living room is obviously not facing the right direction. It's allow sunlight in. So. And we have this box here, so we've got grips, we've got all sorts, all new parts, rubbers. Probably that's a choke. Fuel repair kit. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, we've got all sorts. I don't even remember what we got. We got electrics. We got one of those is for starter. More bearings. So we've got all this to go still. Cables, battery, expansion bottle. I don't know what's in there, but we'll find out. We've got new chain kit. There's a little bit extra, a bit more power. So we've got power mods. Oh yeah, we've got revalves, got everything. Power valves. I'm not gonna get into all this right now. I'm just gonna make a mess. So we're back on this build. So that's the recap. We've got plenty more parts to the bike as well. That's just one box of bits. We've got the fairings to sort out. There's a fair way to go, but I'm not going to drag it out into like 100 videos. Gonna film when I can, edit when I can, keep the videos fairly short, or if you want longer videos, put a comment down, give me a bit of feedback. long videos, short videos, you know, comments down below, a bit of feedback, like, subscribe to the videos. It's going to help the channel out a lot, to help me produce more. You know, put a comment down below on what you want to see on the channel. Cars, bikes. I mean, this ain't no build rescue channel. We ain't going to be doing planes. So, you know, comments down below, tell me what you want. We're going to get straight into the video. It was recorded a while ago. I have uploaded it before. The quality, like I said in the last
I'm sorry about that. My camera was full and it just cut off. So we're going to start by just cleaning the parts down that we're going to spray. I'm using brake clean here because some of the parts of the bike are pretty dirty. Not the rear subframe. You can see that that's all been rust protected with edge primer, sorry, red oxide primer. This part here is really dirty. It's got a lot of filth on it, so really need to get a brake clean in there, or parts clean, to get that off. As panel prep will soften the paint and give you a better key, I believe. So we're going to finish off cleaning these down, get them sprayed up. We're going to obviously primer, top coat, and then lacquer. I'm going to show you the process of spraying these. I'm not going to talk through it like a how-to video, but I'm going to show you the process. And then after this rear subframe swing arm is sprayed and the engine mounts, we can just move on with rebuilding the bike, putting it all back together. Let's get a couple coats of primer on here so we've got a good base for our top coat. That's the first thing we're going to do, and we'll get that done now. You can see on the bottom of this swing arm the red oxide primer, because that's where quite a lot of the surface corrosion and rust was. So we put some red oxide on there just to hold it back. Also going to paint these side rails or engine mounts in the red oxide primer, because they were also quite had a fair amount of surface rust on them. So we're going to get a good couple of coats of red oxide primer on those. So swiftly moving on now. This is our top coat. We've gone with I've gone for silver, which is the sort of original colour. They were silver from factory, so I've stuck with it. Just going to bring you in for a look at this rear swing arm. She's got about 2 coats of top coat now, silver, and fairly well covered. Looking pretty good so far. These are the engine mounts, or whatever you want to call them. They're just in oxide primer. Sorry they're sprayed in red oxide primer. It helps prevent rust, keeps it back for a couple of years. So they were pretty rusty, quite a bit of surface rust on them. So it's all going to help with protect it and make it last longer. Just going to get a couple more coats of top coat onto these parts and then move on to the lacquer. So this will be the final coat of top coat, and then we can get these lacquered. Probably not going to show that straight away. We'll just move on to the exhaust. Spraying these parts of the bike are going to make such a big difference to the appearance. Really going to set it off and make it look mint. Moving on to the exhaust, we're going to give it some wire brush down to get any dirt off, any big chunks of rust, crud, whatever. You can see it's got stuff all over it, so we're going to give it a good rub down first, then a bit of brake clean, and then we're going to spray it. So just going to give this an absolute blast in now in brake clean. Get right into every little bit. Now I've sprayed it and brake clean, it's had a chance to soften up some of that crud and oil and dirt. Not gonna leave it to chance, just gonna try and remove whatever we can now with a microfiber, just to try and ensure that we get a good bond for the paint, that it is clean. Right, so anything with a bit of rust showing, or surface rust, mainly here, it's going to get red oxide primer sprayed on it, just to prevent that coming through the paintwork. It should help a little on the exhaust, you know. It's going to give it a better key, it's going to last a bit longer, it's going to convert some of that rust back into a bit of metal. So whatever we can do to do a better job, you know, we're going to do. I'm going to get a couple of coats of red oxide primer on here, let it go off, come back in and use some high temperature black paint for the exhaust, because it does get pretty hot. You need something a bit more durable than just paint. We'll let the primer dry and go off now. So on with the high temperature exhaust paint now. Going to give it about three or four coats. Just build it up coat by coat. Let each coat go off. Let's take a quick look at how it all turned out. That looks really nice. Everything certainly looks a lot cleaner, fresher, a lot more tidier. The exhaust is a nice, even black. The side rails or engine mounts, they look just beautiful now. They looked so rough before. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and in the next episode we'll be putting this bike back together.